Welcome to my industrial training presentation. So the company that I'm having industrial training is Bio3 Biotechnology, which is located in Alokaja, Malacca. And my position in the company is intern in R&D, packaging, sales, and business. Yes, I'm involved in three aspects. So some little introduction about our company. We create cultured beverage and we specialize in food supplement, functional beverage, vinegar, and ferments. And some belief from our founder of Biotree, Mr. Yi, is he always believed it must be natural, it must be healthy, and must be free from the preservative, additive, and coloring. And one more fact about Biotree is we are the first in the country to develop biofermentation beverage and condiment from farm to bottle. Yes, objective of internship. So before I start my internship, I actually set 3 goals for myself, which is the first one, I want to gain exposure. I want to expose myself to some specific skill, especially in sales, marketing, and R&D. And the second one is I wish to enhance my professional communication skill. And the last one is to upskill my knowledge, skill, and experience in the workplace. And 3 of these combined together, my ultimate goal is actually to equip myself to become the future entrepreneur. All right. So the main tasks or duty that I performed during my internship periods divided into 4 aspects. The first one, sales and business, which is including website revamp, SEO, blogging, social media content, and for R&D, involve idea creation, research for herbs and plant, QC, focus in packaging area and machine operation. Yes, I learned how to operate a few machines. And for the sales and business, you can see this is a website that I have revamped. So for your information, Bio3 website is one of the important channel to drive the sales in OEM and ODM services. That's why we emphasize so much on the website revamp. And the second one is SEO. So why we want to do SEO? We would like to boost our ranking, our website ranking in the Google, so that in the end, both of our website and the SEO together, we can reach more people. We can let more people know about Biotree. We can let more people to know our services and to drive the sales. And you can see one more is sales process. Me and the CEO of Biotree, Miss Angeline, we actually documented and read through all the material because in the end we want to systemize the sales process in future. And the next is R&D. So the R&D involve what I involve is the ideal creation. So this time I not only think in food science perspective, but also to consider about business and human perspective. So this is our flow. The first thing first is I conduct market research first to identify what is a trend and what is the customer needs. Then after that, we try to identify, okay, so for our product, what is the function that we want? For example, if let's say it's liver detox, then after that, we try to search for the raw material for the liver detox. Then in the end, we make sure it aligns with our Biotree belief, which is need to nature, need to free from the preservative, additive, and coloring. And you can see on the right, this 4 is some of my research for the herbs and plant. Right, the next one is the QC part. This is a flow. The first thing first is we need to check the received raw material, whether it has spoilage or whether the rejection need to be occurred. And after that, we need to make sure the packaging area is clean. Then after that, we will proceed to the inspection for the packaging. So for glass bottle, we will check the bottle cap, while for the liquid stick, we will check if there's any leakage. And the next one is the machine operation. So this is a very interesting because I get to learn how to operate this 3 machine, embossing machine, to emboss the expiry date on the packaging. And the second one is a plastic shrink machine to be the outer layer for packaging. And the last one is semi-automatic bottle, so that we could stick the label on the glass bottle. All right, so proceed to the next one, the skill developed. Something that I'm really keen to share with with you is how the internship bring a very huge impact for me to not only develop a skill, but also develop me as a person. So the first thing first is it teach me to be a proactive person. Because when I go into the workplace, if I don't ask, then nobody will approach me. If I don't ask, then no task will be assigned to me. And when I ask, I will get the opportunity. So proactive very important for me until now and right now. And the second one is communication skill. So in Bio 3, communication skill is one of the most important skill that we need to have, especially it involves a lot of teamwork. Okay, for example, when I in the packaging department, let's say there's miscommunication happen, it might lead to a very serious circumstance, which it will cause the delay of shipments. And the second one is it might cause the elimination of all packaging that we already done, just because of the minor mistake. And all of this, it could cause a big loss to the company. That's why to communicate clearly and efficiently is so important. And the last one is to be agile, especially during this uncertain situation, COVID-19, FMCO, we need to focus what we can do instead of keep bothering by what the things that we can't control. And the last one is most important, I become independent and proactive outside of work as well. Because every day I will need to travel 37 kilometers away from my houses to the workplace. And previously I don't know how to drive. So this is a very huge thing to teach me about independence. And in my job, there's a lot of tasks assigned at the same time. And for me, I need to be independent to handle the situation. Okay, which one go first? So this is really the quality that I learned from the internship. And right now for me, develop me as a person. And also there's some skill develop, website development, idea creation in R&D, and QC. So for website development and idea creation in R&D, I guess I achieved the objective that I set in earlier on, that I wanted to be, in the end, I want to equip myself as an entrepreneur. So for website development, it's my honor to have the opportunity to actually handle the project. It led me to understand more about e-commerce and how could we reach to more people to promote about our services and product and drive sales for the company. And the next one is idea creation for R&D, also to think more about not only in food science perspective, but also think more about the business and human perspective and try to use the tool. And the last one, quality control. Okay, even though packing, it sounds insignificant at this case, but for me, I had learned QC is not only happening in production line, but also it need to be taken care of in the packaging area as well. So this is a very important reminder for me. And talk about some new experience. It was a very fresh experience because I was led by the CEO of Bio3 Biotechnology, Miss Angeline. I lead by CEO, and we work closely together to actually discuss about sales, business, and R&D. Yeah, so it was amazing working with CEO. And the second one is this was my first time to working in a biotech company as well. I never been working in any industry before. So it was a very eye-opening experience. I can know how the fermentation process occurred, how the botanical drinks was produced, and how the bulk packaging can be managed. And the last conclusion is this was my takeaway from the internship is get to know the big picture of the company. Maybe my internship experience was not in depth wide in skill and knowledge compared with my other classmates, but I get to know involved in many aspects, which lead to the second point is help me to reflect more about my future career pathway. Where is my interest? What is my interest? So where should I go in future? And also the last one is do not restrict with my academic background. Even though I'm a food science student, but it doesn't mean I cannot took up other opportunity. For example, this time, even though I'm a first-time student, but I try to be proactive, take the opportunity to actually learn about website development and also SEO. Yeah, with the intention I want to equip myself as the entrepreneur. So I think do not restrict myself. There is so many possibility. There is so much possible in future, and I think this is what my internship really taught me about. To just to be open-minded with whatever things that could come into us. And yeah, I think that's it. And thank you for listening to my presentation. Have a